In this video, we're going to be talking about new patch 4.01, the new ARES nerf, and the melee actually getting buffed added to the game. So let's break it all down and talk about it. But the GameLeap website is the only place if you want to climb, if you want to dominate this patch or any patch, you got to go check out our in-depth courses, advanced guides, VOD reviews, and so much more. Do yourself a favor, go check it out right now down below. Now, jumping right into it, let's first talk about the social updates. Muted word list added to the settings. Muted word list is a new section you will find in your settings where you can type in variations of words/phrases that you personally would not like to see appear in your game. We admit that some players are often smarter than our automated bad word detection system and continually find creative ways to type things we don't want in chat. This is why we need your help to make our detections better. Help us help you. For example, let's say riot is a bad word. Scary, I know. Our detection may catch the word riot as one that should be blocked and penalized, but there's a variety of different ways to spell riot that we might not actually be catching. You know, riot with an exclamation mark or riot with a zero, whatever. And no, you won't get League of Legends banned from chat. And we're hoping that we can leverage the list that you and others create to make the chat less toxic by comparing them across regions and using the data we collect to improve our detection of bad words. Thanks in advance for all that are willing to lend a hand. Let's make Valorant a better place for everyone. Now, to be honest, I don't really care that much about this. Some people are gonna really care, not me, but at least it's here as an option. More options are always nice. Now, next up, we actually gotta jump into the meat of the video. First off, let's talk about the weapon updates with the melee. Now, remember, in the patch 4.0, melee actually got an increased range, a much larger hitbox, and that actually didn't go live. So if you were thinking that the knife that was in the game was that, they had to reel it back actually. So now it's added for real this time. And to kind of sum you up on what was actually changed, it's this, quote, the melee's been too tricky to aim with, making it tough to rely on, so we've updated both left and right click melee for more reliable agent whacking action. Right click hitboxes are now 1.5 times larger. Left click hitboxes are now larger than a right click and have slightly longer range too. Targets close to the center of your knife attacks will get hit first, so you'll still have precision if you need it. As a bonus, knifing walls now have instant feedback when slicing up walls predicted on the client side, so that's just gonna feel more satisfying, but in general, melee is more usable, and we kind of went over this already, but now it's actually in the game, so go in the game, test it out for yourself, and tell me what you think. The last up, we need to talk about weapon updates. And, you know, we made a huge video about the ARES meta, about how powerful the ARES has just been in ranked. A lot of forcing, a lot of people just buying this gun every single round. And they realized that, and this is kind of like a hotfix. I mean, it's only been a week since the patch, and they're already pushing out this patch so quickly. So, yeah, definitely a good thing, but let's read what they have to say and what changes they implemented. Quote, the patch 4.0 changes to the ARES made the weapon noticeably stronger, and we're happy to see it show up more in-game. However, its overall tuning made it too easy to control, and the lack of spin-up removes some of what made the weapon unique. We love the benefits that the adjusted fire rate provided in terms of how the ARES felt to use, so we want to keep that. However, the adjustments below should make the weapon more difficult to control and bring back some of the weapon's character by including a more prominent inverse accuracy. Price increased from $1,550 to $1,600, pitch recoil increased, spread changed from 0.8 to 0.7 after 10 bullets, 1.0 to 0.7 after 13 bullets. Crouch benefits spread and recoil reduced from 40 to 25%. Now, basically what this change is going to do is it's going to make it so crouching doesn't benefit the recoil spread as much. It's going to be harder to control. There's going to be slightly more recoil, and the price is going to get increased. Add on the spread change, and all in all, the ARES is going to feel a little bit weaker. We're probably going to be out of the woods as far as like a crazy ARES meta. I don't know if we just like opened the box on the ARES and now people are going to use it regardless, but the gun should not be as powerful as it was before, and it might need further tuning from here, but I am glad that Riot like nipped it in the bud and tried to address it right away. And they didn't overly nerf it. It doesn't look like this is going to delete the weapon, even though that's the clickbait title. It doesn't look like the ARES is going to be unusable, but it does look more in line with the other weapon options, and now it won't overshadow the buffs to the Bulldog, the buffs to the Guardian, and the Spectre will probably still see a fair bit of play now. So All in all, I think this is a good change, but only time will tell whether or not this weapon is going to still be a little bit too strong. Definitely let me know your opinions down below. And are you happy that the ARES got nerfed, or are you a little salty? Was it your favorite weapon? Did you already buy like a million skins for the ARES? I want to know down below. And go to the GameLeap website while you're there for weapon courses, breakdowns of pro players' gameplay, teaching you the strategy and everything that you need in order to thrive and dominate the ladder. Do yourself a favor, go check it out right now down below.